voicing like my opinion or how I want to do this. But basically, the world kind of goes in nuclear fallout. Anyways, I'll just put out the scenario on how this happens. Russia, Ukraine. So in this universe, the Kursk counter-attack was even more good than it is right now. And sorry, excuse me. The Russians are losing a lot of ground. They threaten nuclear weapons. This is 2025, so God, sorry. Excuse me. But they were threatening nuclear weapons, so Kiev and Lviv, well, you can correct me here, are nuked. And for my wants, nuclear radiation is going to go out about this far on both nukes. That's a lot of land, but I don't care, this is fictional scenario. So, with those nukes being dropped, the US is not happy, and NATO officially gets involved in this conflict. Whoops. Ireland. Nope, not Austria either. So, NATO is officially involved in the conflict, and nukes are thrown around at each other. That's a part of Belarus. Belarus can't really reply with nukes, but especially in Ukraine. Yeah, this is kind of boring. You can skip if you want. I'll put in text what part of the video you can skip to. This is pretty boring. It'll get better in a sec. Don't mind this. Whoops. To say the least, nukes are thrown a lot at the US. All over the populated areas of Canada. Even out here, just to, get rid of people and get the rest of the government. Oh yeah, let's do that for Alaska really quick. China gets involved. That's not good. Nukes everywhere. Japan, Southeast Asia. They even get thrown in the Middle East because of like Israel and Iran. And the world goes to complete just devastation. This is really lazy. Hold on. Alright, the map's done. So, the world has a lot of new islands, and a lot of new lakes, specifically in areas that were moved. The Great Lakes formed into one super lake, and then a huge one over here. But the first country we're gonna see form is over here on this coast. I'm gonna label them with texts on this so I know what they are. Is this in Virginia, I think? Yeah, I think it's around there. Alright, so we have New Virginia. And there will be a Californian nation. Alright, the year in this is gonna be like 2147. That'd be a decently long time, because nuclear radiation takes a while to settle. I can't even move that. Whoops. Well, at least I'll know what they are. I've seen a lot of stuff like big German nations form over here, and that's like, no, that would not happen. You'd have a ton of like small city-states everywhere in the German areas. And another one nation forms, and a French one forms as well, along with a few English ones, one from Wales, one from Ireland, and another from Scotland. I almost just made Scotland its whole thing. And then the last nations that are going to form are going to be some Italian states down here. Oh yeah, and San Marino. It's pretty big. I'm not going to label all of these nations. I mean, you have to be crazy to think I'd do that. But I'm not just going to make you guys, sit here and be like, there's no action, so... Okay. Whoops. let's fix that thing that's there really quick. Oh, I'm surprised I did not notice that earlier. Whoops. I'm so dumb. Alright, so these nations all over here, they have like their own connection through like wires, I'll call them. And these wires, you know, they transport from like region to region. But for right now, they're very small and only in like the located area. So these three declare war on these five for land. So these three, god dang it, oh my god, oh my god, together they invade this one. Let me just plot down the capital of every single one of these nations. Alright, so this one also goes down here. Whoops. This one goes down here, meets at this border, and invades them. These guys, they head for this one's capital, and they have it like partially encircled before it getting pushed back a little bit. But these nations are doing fairly well here. These ones link up through this small piece of land here, and they start to make a pushback, especially over here on them, even advancing into the other country. Very small war. They'll get more interesting as time passes. But these ones focus over here and cut this region off, which they surrender. But they end up taking quite a bit of it back, pushing them even further to the border. This one continues moving in and taking care of this one. I keep saying this one, because I don't know what to call them. They take care of this like southern German state, and circle the capital and take it, and they surrender, kinda under pressure. Now they move up to support this area, and since there's no people here, they just kind of claim this territory. All three of them have different claims on it, but they'll settle that after this war going on. So they'll focus up here, and they'll push back to the capital of this blue one, up here. But the advances here, they do not stop. So they're just pushing in, even making it to this state, and they're like, oh no, we need to fix that. So they focus on this invasion and pushing them out, which in turn lose grip on the capital again. But they'd rather have their own territory than others, right? So they cut off the supply lines between these two and take some of them, reaching this other country. But the other country shoves them off quite a bit, pushing them out. They still took away their trading territory. So, once again, without the support, they still had a lot, but without as much as they were getting, they start to crumble. There are people up here that are like, just quit the war. Like, This isn't a rebellion, it's just like kind of like a political party. They're like, quit the war. There's no reason. But this one's like, no, we need to keep our territory. And they're like, maybe we can make like a peace deal and give them that or something. And they say no repeatedly. And then they lose their capital finally. They continue to spearhead until they get up here, cutting the nation into two, and eventually just eating up this part of it. They finally listen to that political party and they surrender. So they're willing to make. Oh, well, that's perfect timing because I have to end the video. Or I'm going to end the video. Alright, so as we can see here, these guys actually moved up further north because of these guys kind of squishing them. And then these two expanded this way, this one expanded a little bit this way. And these three were untouched. So that's it for right now. If you want more of this series, of course, let me know. You know what? 3 likes, because I really want to continue this. So 3 likes, and I'll make another one.